Hey everyone, welcome to the weekly wrap only on Ken's 5 Plus. I'm your host, Audrey Castoreno. We want to get to some of your biggest stories of the week so you can stay in the know. So you probably saw the first story in our countdown trending online this week. At number 5, exciting news for Selena fans. Her new documentary is headed to Netflix in just a few weeks, and the trailer just dropped.
Yes. Yes, I am. I'm right here right now. Sorry. We're not on air, are we?
The film chronicles Selena's life using never-before-seen footage from the family's personal archive, along with in-depth interviews. It's called Selena y los Dinos and hits Netflix November 17th. At number 4 in the countdown, millions of people who use apps and websites like Venmo, Facebook, and Amazon were all left without service at some point Monday due to an issue with Amazon Web Service, or AWS. The internet-based cloud service hosts many of the world's most used platforms and services. So an outage can affect a lot of things, even popular online games like Fortnite, and more seriously, airlines, including Delta and United. It also hit people who use Alexa to power devices and other electronics.
We've designed everything to work with this constant connectivity. And when you pull that big plug, everything basically becomes dumb.
Problems were first reported just after midnight Monday and lasted for a few hours before Amazon reported the problem was fixed, but issues persisted throughout the day. AWS says the outage was caused by a, quote, underlying internal subsystem responsible for monitoring the health of our network load balancers. And at number 3, the maker of Tylenol is pushing back on a proposed change to its safety label. Kenvue said the FDA should not change Tylenol's label to reflect possible connections between use during pregnancy and the diagnosis of autism in children. So you may recall last month, President Trump encouraged pregnant women to stop taking acetaminophen or Tylenol, the active ingredient in there. He claimed without evidence that it's linked to autism. Tylenol's current safety label instructs those who are pregnant or breastfeeding to talk to their doctor first. The nation's leading medical group says taking it during pregnancy is safe. So when you see an illness on the outside, it can make it easier to diagnose and treat. But as Ken's 5's Jeremy Baker reports, even if others can't see the impacts of a condition you're dealing with, they may not understand the full effects that it has on your mental health.
One of those diseases is alopecia, an autoimmune disease that causes the body to attack hair follicles, leading to sudden and sometimes complete hair loss on the scalp, face, or body. But its effects on your mental health can disrupt life daily for those dealing with it.
I have been through years of searching for treatments such as shampoos, oils, ointments, numerous prescription medications, steroid injections.
Brandy Jones was diagnosed with alopecia at 18 years old. She says the condition had a huge impact on herself as an individual.
You lose your self-confidence, your self-esteem. You feel like you lose your identity, that everyone's staring at you.
It can lead to significant alteration of how a patient looks and how they present themselves to the world.
The National Alopecia Areata Foundation says in the U.S., 1 out of every 50 people will experience alopecia in their lifetime. That's about 7 million Americans that will come down with the disease. More than 80% of people with the disease show signs before age 40, and 40% experience symptoms as early as age 20 or even younger. Not all therapies work for everybody with the disease, but a brand new type called JAK inhibitors has proven to be successful in treating those with severe alopecia.
Recent clinical trials have shown regrowth faster in a condition that historically had unmet needs due to ineffective therapeutic options.
I know that everyone's experience is different for hair regrowth, but with mine, I'm no longer worried about the things that I used to.
For more about alopecia and the ways it could be treated, check out this story on kens5.com. In the studio, Jeremy Baker, Ken's 5.
The weekly wrap is back after this.
Go ahead. Take a look at the faces of San Antonio Zone. When you look into their eyes, you see passion, you see hard work, you see familia. Generations of people who embody a rich culture of respect, honor, and originality. We're all in San Antonio, but more importantly, San Antonio is in us. It's what makes us special. It's why we're proud to be San Antonio's own.
A broken vehicle fixed after 5 months of no help.
KENS 5 made it 100% better.
A busted windshield fixed after getting the runaround from a contractor.
And you guys did it. Y'all were amazing.
A much-needed tax refund this man couldn't access. Yep, fixed.
KENS 5 actually helped me out quite a lot, actually.
Have a consumer problem you can't solve? Call KENS. Weekdays at 6 on KENS 5.
Got a problem, call KENS. They will solve the problem.
My name is Sue Kalberg, and I am a journalist for KENS 5 for 22 years. I think it's been an awesome privilege to be able to work in the town that I grew up in. My uncle, Rex Stanley, was the very first guy hired at KENS 5. From the beginning, I said, you can get paid for that? Let me in. It fills my heart to be a part of the KENS family, because the KENS family is the San Antonio family. I am San Antonio's own Sue Kalberg.
We want to get you breaking news right now.
Here, let me show you the police activity.
New insight into a deadly police shooting.
We just got an update from fire officials. We'll continue to keep you updated.
Stream extended coverage, live or on demand, right here on KENS 5 Plus.
Welcome back to the weekly wrap. At number 2 in our countdown, it was a day of mixed emotions Monday as families marked the first day of school at the brand new Legacy Elementary School in Uvalde. The campus was built for students who attended Robb Elementary School. As you know, 19 children and 2 teachers were killed there in 2022. For some parents, dropping their children off at Legacy is an exercise in courage and grief. Uvalde Orta lost her son, Rogelio, in the Robb Elementary School shooting. Now she's sending his little sister to Legacy as a 4th grader.
Days that she cries for him. There's days that I cry with her. I'm like, I understand you miss him, but he's here with you in your heart. Seeing her going to that school, I'm like, okay, her brother will be proud of her.
Legacy Elementary has new safety measures, including sensors that go off in case a door is open for too long. Around 600 students are enrolled at the school. One of San Antonio's own is proving age is just a number. At 90 years old, this great-grandmother hits the gym not once, but 3 times a week and works out for nearly 2 hours. What's her secret and how does she do it? KENS 5's Henry Ramos got to lift some weights alongside her to find out.
You try to always do something while you're walking.
Oh, yes.
When it comes to the gym, Barbara Green is known to raise the bar.
She is just so mentally sharp and so physically in shape.
Thank you. I'm trying to keep up.
At least 3 times out of the week for nearly an hour and a half, Green, who is 90,
Keep them limber.
will be right here working up a sweat.
Okay, we're going over here.
Working out wasn't always a part of her life.
You gonna
Green
follow
was
me?
busy, raising 4 kids on her own.
When did you really start working out then, Barbara?
Maybe, let's see, I'm 90, probably 8-10 years ago.
You want to get to where she's at. Keep coming in, because exercise is medicine.
I've never been overweight.
Okay.
I've always said I did not want to become a dumpy little old gray-haired lady.
Green eats healthy, no sodas, all water, and says what keeps her going is her family.
I don't want them to have to take care of me. Oh, you're not near through.
Green is beating the odds. According to the CDC, the average life expectancy of a woman in the U.S. is 81 years old. For a man, it is about 75 years old.
My grandmother, who lived to be 102, said, which is, take care of yourself, and the rest will take care of itself.
Dr. Dawn Cherie Walker works at Mission Trails Baptist Hospital. She says it is never too late to start making changes.
People saying, I'll start my diet tomorrow, I always tell them, no, pick one thing that you want to do today.
Got to make sure we have abs.
Yeah, right.
No surprise.
And I do.
The doc says eating healthy, moving the body and the mind,
Bring it up, back.
and listening to your body are the keys to success.
Keep moving, keep exercising, keep friends.
Wow, she is an inspiration. Stick with us. We're going to be right back.
Go ahead. Take a look at the faces of San Antonio's own. When you look into their eyes, you see passion, you see hard work, you see familia. Generations of people who embody a rich culture of respect, honor, and originality. We're all in San Antonio, but more importantly, San Antonio is in us. It's what makes us special. It's why we're proud to be San Antonio's own.
talked to this police officer, and she told me to call Ken 5.
Every week, KENS 5 is looking out for San Antonio's own.
The next day after you left, they sent a professional AC guy, and my AC is working now.
If you've been wronged by someone,
it was shocking. Clearly something went wrong.
Or a business,
I couldn't believe it was happening.
Just call KENS. Weekdays at 6, only on KENS 5.
I got my vehicle back. I'm rolling again, so call KENS 5 to help you if you need help too.
Born and raised on the northwest side of San Antonio, Texas. Generations of my family have been from this part of Texas. I have Fiesta roots, I have Spurs roots, I have Texas Fighter roots. Played basketball at Clark. Basketball was a huge part of my life for 16 years. My comfort dish, a plate of chilaquiles with salsa verde. I grew up watching KENS 5. I am who I am because of this beautiful city. I hope that they can find a sense of pride knowing that their creation is helping deliver them the most important news of the day. I'm Alicia Nieves, and I'm proud to be from this beautiful city.
If you want a meal that will make you say,
So good!
That is fantastic.
catch Neighborhood Eats, where we find the best local restaurants. Streaming now on KENS 5 Plus.
Welcome back. Right now, we want to get to Meredith Haas with this week's Quick Hits. She's looking into research on a medication that could turn back the hands of time.
Helping blind people see. Yes, it is a thing now. Apparently scientists have created this tiny little microscopic chip that can go in people's eyes, people who are blind, that helps them see again. It was developed at Stanford Medicine, and it basically restored reading ability to people with advanced macular degeneration. And there's one specific vitamin that some research has found is maybe anti-aging. Apparently it's vitamin D supplements. Some study found that they slow a certain cellular process that's linked to aging and disease. And looking more at our solar system, there's something ripping through the Milky Way, and scientists really don't know how to explain what it is. Apparently there's this huge wave spanning tens of thousands of light years just ripping through the galaxy. They don't really know where it's originating from, but it could come from an ancient collision. Thank you for watching this week's Quick Hits. I'm Meredith Haas.
Interesting stuff. Okay, and at number 1 in our countdown, new global pressure is mounting on Russia to end the war with Ukraine. After the U.S. announced a new round of sanctions on the country's 2 biggest oil companies, the European Union issued sanctions of its own. The war grows more deadly by the day. The new economic pressure on Putin comes the same day Russian drones struck multiple civilian cities in Ukraine. Russia's war is dragging on into its 4th year. Thanks for joining us here for this week's episode of the Weekly Wrap, only on KENS 5 Plus. Be sure to join us for next week's. Bye, guys.